Yo, was really good, everyone. It's your boy Godified. This is kind of out of my scope. I like making build videos and such, but this video just, I had to do it. I had to do it. So, yesterday, on the 21st, I was sitting back, I was just kind of cruising through Reddit, and I noticed a post that another Reddit user made about how the devs responded, um, basically to issues that was going on around the community and the game. And the three issues that this user captioned was our metrics indicate that there are no widespread problems impacting the entire community. Okay. 2. Ping times are acceptable. Alright. Number 3. There will definitely be cases where some players encounter issues. Alright. So, in the background, I went ahead, I sped everything up times 4. That way, you guys don't have to sit there through probably, I think it was about an hour. Yeah, this was literally 1 hour worth of my time. I chopped it up to where you don't see majority of the loading screens, like in between certain areas. But I want you to pay attention to areas like where the connectivity is. I want you to look at, like, there's some lobbies I'll go into during this, and it looks like I'm just kind of like joining and leaving, joining and leaving. I'm not. When I go into certain lobbies, if I see somebody just standing right there, not doing anything, not moving, nothing, they're idle. If I see them at the dude to do upgrades, from doing so much multiplayer, a lot of those times I'll give them a couple seconds, give them a couple, maybe a minute. If they're just still standing there, they're probably idle, and I'm trying to get shit done. I'm trying to farm. I like playing with people, so I hop in, I look at the connection, I look at them, see if they're doing anything. If they're not, I leave. Simple. That's what I want you to notice here. How many times I have to drop in, drop out, I leave because they're idle. I look at the connections, and even doing so, like, there's a couple spots in here where I'll actually show some gameplay. Like the very end of this video, I make sure to specifically show that gameplay, and you'll understand why. But I want you to see from the perspective of a console user. Now, please understand here, okay? If I wanted to, I could play it on PC. I could. I prefer not to. I go to school for computers. I've been working on 2 degrees in computer science, and when I have time to get away from the computer, it's a blessing. Especially this semester right now, currently, that I'm in. I'm in the middle of digital forensics and project management, where I'm also about to be taking my NOCTI, which is an exit exam for my graduation. So, when I can get away from a computer, I can. I can't stand gaming on computers, just because I can't stand being on them for long periods of time anymore. schools kind of killed that, especially when you have to sit there doing different things I'm not going to bother going into that I've learned between programming, networking, between security plus, A plus, all of it. It just, when I can get away and I can sit in front of my TV, kick back, relax, and just enjoy a game, I'm going to play it on console. Very simple. And a lot of people are like, oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yes, it really is. It really is. Now, I was going to go ahead in the beginning of this, and I was going to go ahead and show a screenshot of my speed test that I ran. No point. There's no point. My internet speed is 100 meg. I pay for 100 meg up, 100 meg down. Upload, I think I get like 10 meg. And at the time of testing it, I was also watching some YouTube videos. So it was fluctuating. I think Wired, it dropped down to like maybe 80 to 70, somewhere in between there, especially not being the only person using the internet in the house. So my connection dropped down to around, like I said, 70 to 80, somewhere around there. And that's when my speed test pulled up. So I know it's not my internet. I've gone through, I've opened up all the ports that I have to for this game. Alright, I've done that. I've done everything you possibly can. And I'm not the only one experiencing this. Alright? I'm not the only one experiencing these issues. I play with people whenever they get on, when they're not working, that will sit there and also have the exact same issues that I have. So I'm not the only one. There are people on Reddit every single day complaining about issues for the devs to stand, like, literally stand against us and tell us, well, from our end, we're not seeing any issues. Really? Well, here's issues. Watch the video. Look at the connectivity at the top corner. Look at it going between yellow and red. I have never seen that icon green. Ever. Ever. I've never seen it green. Even playing with a buddy of mine who lives literally 5 minutes up the block from me and has fiber optic, and still never see green. Ever. Never see green. But there's no issues, right? No, we don't have any issues. The game's in great shape. It's perfect. I don't know what you mean, players. Community, what are you talking about? The game's servers are just fine. They're not even dedicated servers. And I was speaking earlier, like I said, with that Reddit user. I had mentioned to him in a comment that, you know, as a peer-to-peer connection, maybe that's the issue. You know, you have to worry about hops, like your connection, your packets, and such. Your packets hop. Like, that's how they get from location to location. They get encapsulated, and then they mark hops. The hops are the locations that they stop on their way to the location they're supposed to go, and then they have hops back. It's the same thing. That's how pings work. They send out a hop. Alright? Each stop is like a best way to explain it. It's just like a sending mail. It's just like you go out and you send 3 letters to your best friend. Okay? And those letters go from you to the post office, which would be hop number 1. That post office sent it to post office number 2. That's hop number 3, because you would hop number 2, because you would be hopping to one post office to the next to the location. There's your 3 hops. That's how a ping works. Finds its location, gets the encapsulated packet to that location. Now, what would cause these kinds of issues could be packet loss. And take the same scenario. That scenario would be your letters reaching your friend, but the second message doesn't make it, gets lost. Now your friend has one message, reads it, opens up the other message, which would be the third message, and reads it, and none of it makes sense. Why? Because now it's fragmented. Now that second piece is not there. So he would contact you and say, what are you talking about? And then you would have to send over the second packet again in order for it to make sense. That's fragmenting. And that could cause latency. So with this being said, now correct me if I'm wrong, I do have a CCNA, I do have a CCNP. So with this being said, that's just me explaining it in layman's, trying to explain it best to the non-technical. Okay? And that's what we spoke about. But he is right. You know, I've played games with other friends of mine that are peer-to-peer as well. They did not have any issues like this. At all. I could play peer-to-peer just fine with buddies. All the time. While watching anime on my laptop. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And still not have the issues. By the way, watch the video in the back. I want you to pay attention to this video in particular. Notice the icon never changes. It's always red. Always. Never changes. But watch the actual gameplay. Watch the gameplay here and see what I'm talking about when I say there is so much lag in this game that there are points, and this is only one game. I've been having this issue since launch, okay, and so are many other people. It's just now being documented because I don't think anybody's made any videos on it. So watch it carefully in the back. But anyway, like I was saying before, we spoke, and I mean, right now we don't understand how their servers are working. We understand that the devs do not have us on dedicated servers, okay? And with them saving all the data of our profiles constantly to their servers, but making us play on a peer-to-peer, it would be so much easier on them and on us, and would make our play, like our gameplay and our time on the game and our loading times and basically everything, it would make it so much better if we were on dedicated servers. Like, whoever came up with the idea to put us on a peer-to-peer on a game where everything is saved server side, you can't even play this game offline. Okay. So, why are we not playing with dedicated servers? The whole game is online. Like, you can play it solo, but don't fall into that gray area of, well, you can play it solo, so it's not completely online. It is. Your save files are online. That's it. Your save files are online. Okay? Whenever you do anything, when you leave a shop, when you do anything at all, you leave inventories of any kind, it sends a save to their servers. Okay? So, with that being said, this is an online game. And with this being an online game, especially a massive one as it is right now, there should be dedicated servers. Especially with the issues that we have and have had since launch. Anthem, perfect example. When that game first came out, we had a major issue where the loading screen in the beginning, you had a very hard time connecting to the game. The devs heard, they understood, they seen there was an issue, they fixed it. On this game, on console, if I try to log into the game right now, after I finish making this video, there is a 50-50 chance that I have to crash the game out, relaunch the application, even though I just opened the application, made it to the click start, authenticate, signed in. I can go take a shit, get up, wipe my ass, take a shower, brush my teeth, go into the kitchen, get a drink my drink, come back, smoke a cigarette, and then come back into my room to play this game. And it will still be stuck on signed in. I've already done it. I've tested it. Just yesterday, I was playing, or trying to play this game. Okay. And within, I don't know, what was it? I think it was an hour. I was opening the app, waiting about 5 minutes, closing the app, opening it back up, waiting about 5 minutes, closing the app. For 1 hour. 1 hour. 1 hour. Before the game finally recognized to let me in. Anthem wasn't even that bad. And that game was not even fully fucking done. That game was also abandoned. Now, I'm not saying they're going to abandon this game, but don't tell me there are no issues and that the community is telling you there are issues and you don't see any, when things like what's going on in the background right now in this gameplay showcase issues of connectivity issues, stuttering, skills not working, gun mods not working and breaking, and certain armor mods not working and breaking, but yet there's no issues. What? The devs just don't want to patch it? You don't want to fix it? Is that what's going on? Is that it? They already nerfed us in the game. Right? They already nerfed times. They even added some cooldown timers to nerf certain things. Right? Cool. Whatever. Don't really care at this point. You know why? Because majority of the people that they watched do those times were on PC. You ever seen those meta builds where they're just sitting there headshotting everything with a blight build, or using the trickster's bullet build? Yeah, blame them. They're the reason why those times were nerfed. But they nerfed things. Keep that in mind. They nerfed things that didn't need to be nerfed in this early into the game. Even when they had players that had this game who knows how long before release, so they can get ready to start putting out content for it, right? But yet, we're here at this point. We just got over an inventory wipe issue that who knows if it would actually come back. We just also had cross-console get fixed when during the beta it was flawless. We had no issues on PlayStation with the cross-console. None. They had to disable it. Why'd they have to disable it? Because it didn't work on release. It works now, somewhat. Buddy of mine has PC. I bought it for him on PC. There's no point. No point, can't play it. Every time I try to connect to him, tells me host can't connect. I connected one time, got into his lobby, instantly kicked back out. So I bought him a game he can enjoy by himself, or if he happens to connect to somebody, because I can't connect to him. Again, connectivity issues. So please, it's almost like the devs think that the community is stupid. That's what it feels like. It feels like the devs think the community is stupid. Well, I haven't seen any videos that have showcased the issues that, we've been going through. So, I'm going to shut up here. I'm going to let the video run out. I've spoken enough. I've also shown enough. And, hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's your boy, Godified. I'm out.